I've been feeling like a motherfucking postman, sending letters to the people, all the sellers that I got. I'm like an old man, hold up when the old man. Let me back up in this bitch, I'm platinum in this bitch, I'm rapping in this bitch.
What is going on, guys? It's Gary and Tim, you guys, the top 5 designs of the week number 6, and I think today is going to be the best kind of upload I have on this series so far. So stay tuned until first and second place, probably the most insane entries I've had all pretty much 6 out of 6 weeks of this. Probably the best entries I've had. And let's get right into it. So the first entry we have is the number 5 spot, and it's a duel with Fenner Arts and Astro Concepts. They did a social media, I think this was going to be a Twitter header, I believe, and I gave it an 8.3. And if you guys are wondering who did what, Astro did the Cinema 4D work and Fenner Arts did the Photoshop work. I'm pretty sure that's how it is. If it's switched, I'm sorry, I'm going off the top of my head. You guys definitely tell me in the comments below. So this is a really cool effect. I definitely like the Cinema 4D work. I was a little kind of confused on what you're supposed to do with kind of the abstract shapes in the top right and top left. It's supposed to be dragon heads, or is it supposed to be kind of like a little thing to make it look cool? It was a little weird to look at first, but you definitely did a really good job in creating the metallic looking style. Fenner Arts, you did a really good job in doing all the lighting and cinema or the Photoshop work. You really made everything pop out and made the logo stand out, especially in the middle. So really good job on that one, guys. You guys got an 8.3 on that. From the number 4 spot, we're going to have LozzGFX, and he's going to make a Twitter header. And I'm going to apologize now if you guys can see the AVI in the top left-hand corner and like the signature in the bottom left-hand corner. This was just because I came straight from Twitter, so I could not pretty much alter it to myself. So I'm just apologizing on that one. But he made a Twitter header for Arrow Wolves, and I gave it an 8.5. I definitely like this style a lot. It's kind of like a nice metallic, kind of trippy style. And what I did not kind of like the most about it was just how the Arrow logo looks kind of just placed in the middle. I see you try to put a motion blur on a kind of a white square or something behind it, but it kind of looked a little out of place. Good job on the backing though, and good job on adding that little kind of 80s stock in the bottom middle. Really made everything flow together, so good job on that one, Laws, and you got an 8.5 in 4th place. From number 3rd place, we're going to have Nako, and he did a Twitter header for Zero Avalon. And definitely one of the coolest things I've seen so far with a character style. Really did a good job keeping all the green together and using a nice bright green to make the text pop out. The text itself looks really cool with the black kind of sparks or black particles all over it. You kind of overdid it though when you added all those black particles on the guy's arm on the right side, but you did a really good job on adding the text and also putting those cool stocks in the background, made everything pop more, and it definitely pretty much drew my eye straight to the text. That little line all the way to the left, those 2 lines of rectangles, those are kind of a little overused, but you did a really good job on pretty much keeping keeping everything more focused in the middle than you did on having everything focused to the left side. So good job on that one. I give an 8.8 on that. Second place is Lathan. I forget how you pronounce it. You guys can comment me and tell me how to pronounce that. I feel like the V can stand for so many letters. And he made a Twitter header for Era Krunos, I believe I just pronounced it. And this is a 9.1. I was going to give it a solid 10, but what I did not like the most about it was how you use the same renders for the top right-hand corner and the bottom left-hand corner. Just a little awkward, and you could have used a lot more different things. You could have blurred them a little more, but you really did a good job on the backing and making kind of more of like a space feel. I really enjoyed looking at the stocks in the bottom right-hand corner and the top left-hand corner. It really looked cool and really flowed with the render itself. Really liked how you add the PhD flopper symbol in the middle of the text too. That was definitely something that you should have added, and it looked really nicely, especially with the color matching everything else. So the one thing I was a little skeptical about was the kind of text right there. It looked a little bit too much placed randomly, but you really did a good job on keeping everything flowing together, and that was a 9.1 in 2nd place, so good job on that one. For the 1st place, we have Dreams Does Designs, also known as L7 Dreams. He made a Twitter header, and this is probably one of the coolest things I've seen so far. I gave it a 9.8, and I'll explain where the 0.2 part came from. And 1st place, definitely, and really enjoyed this. I really like how everything's glowing and how the backing is just so simplistic, but yet like so attractive. Definitely a style that I haven't seen before, and you're really bringing a whole new style into the community. What I didn't give you a solid 10.0 for was just because I've gone through your port before. You made stuff for one of my friends, and it just kind of like you use the same kind of background stocks and the background effects. And I'm not too sure if it's a pre-made thing that you have or you guys are making it like pretty much right away. But definitely I like this whole entire thing. and definitely a style that you should keep going on and elaborating on it more. You definitely submitted a lot more than one, but this is probably the most appealing one that I had. You would have won either way, first place, the ones that you submitted before. So good job on first place and 9.8, and congrats to everyone that's won, and congrats to everyone that has submitted stuff. Even if you didn't win, you guys did a really good job. I went through all of them, and it was really nice to pretty much look at it, and a lot of people actually made their own little portfolio sections just for my top 5. So thank you guys so much for that. And if you guys are wondering why I haven't been uploading a lot, I actually have been at lacrosse pretty much every day of the week, so I'm getting a little heavy set on time-wise, but thank you guys so much for all the support on all my videos. If you guys do like the series, leave a thumbs up, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Peace out.